Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to No Luna. Okay, hold on just a second. Facebook has moved some things around this week, so I'm like trying to find some things that I need to find during the broadcast, but we are here. Today is Sunday, April 18th. So today is Sunday Funday here at Coffee and Headlines, our daily get-together live on Facebook every morning, every day of the week. We don't ever sleep. We don't ever take vacations, but that's okay. We live for connection. We live for connecting with you. We live for connecting with our destination. And we do that through all kinds of information we can exchange. As you know, we exchange tips, comments, suggestions, ideas, anything we can get our hands on to have an awesome life here in Puerto Vallarta as a community of English-speaking locals. If you are new to these broadcasts, you came in on the strange day because Sundays are always unruly and filthy and potty and funny and vulgar and controversial and whatever. So if you came in today as your first day, just relax, enjoy the ride. It's going to be funny, hopefully, or it might be rude and obnoxious. We don't know yet. All we know is Sunday is when we try things out. Like according to Facebook, if I click on this button, I can show you a link that will, let's see, that will show you where to download the Versailles for Foodies map. And I'm just wondering if and when that link is going to show up on your screen and how that works and whether it's going to contaminate our screen with too many visuals. I don't know. Did you see a link? Anyhow, Mark asks, is my good microphone on? And yes, my good microphone is on. Paco asks, are your good ears on or not? No, I'm just kidding. The link works well and it's gone? I cannot even see the link. Anyhow, let me see who's here before we start with our broadcast because we have all kinds of things to look at. Good morning, Claude. It's great to see you. Yay, Sunday Funday, got my coffee ready to go, says Sherry. That's wonderful. I arrived safely and loving this sunshine. Oh, that's good to know, Gary. Welcome to Puerto Vallarta. Wonderful. We keep getting mini updates from Christy, who's enjoying wineries in California. That's absolutely wonderful. Let's see what else we have. Jorge received his first Moderna shot yesterday. That's good to hear, Jorge. Congratulations. Let's see what else. Greetings and salutations from my boyfriend, Angelo. Of course, you're not my boyfriend, but I like you very much, Angelo. There you go. Let's see. Where's Luna? Luna had too much fun last night. Luna is sleeping in bed. She's taking a Sunday. She's really taking a Sunday. Matthew, God bless you. I propose a GoFundMe to finance new foquitos for Paco's arrow sign. Oh my God, I didn't turn it on today. I forgot to turn the lights in the back now that I'm noticing. Well, it is Sunday. It is Sunday. Let's see. Before we start, I have a poll for you. We have a question because we have, well, let me show you what I promised you. Today, well, I tell you Facebook has changed the order of things. Here are the polls. I'm going to put a poll on the screen. No, I don't want to create a let me click there. There you go. Boom. I hope that put the poll on the screen. Our broadcast for today is a tall order because in the description of the show, I said that in today's Sunday Funday edition, we attempt to defend and legitimize farts. We explore vacuum cleaners as a source of humor. We watch as the oldest creature on earth takes a bath. We learn obscure new adjectives in Spanish to shade your loved ones. And we find hope through song. And of course, that's a tall order, but we are going to deliver in that order. And of course, looking at the results in this question that I sent you will determine whether you are going to love or absolutely hate what happens next. Personally, I'm easily amused and I find farts very funny, but that's just me. And this has nothing to do with that cheerful incident that I sent you, that I shared with you the other day about my little unexpected flatulence on an Uber that I'm still recovering from. But I think my rating on Uber didn't go as south as I thought it would. Okay, so you're pretty much half and half of you. I'm going to show you the results of the video of the questionnaire. In fact, I'm going to show you the results now. A little bit over half of you think that farts are genuinely funny. 45% of you think that farts are lowbrow and juvenile. Well, if that's the way you feel, please endure this next segment.
An abridged guide to flatulence. The blast furnace.
What happened?
Deep breath.
The rolling thunder. The horn of Jericho. The Spanish wind.
Spanish wind. Oops.
The cover-up.
Oh, I do that all the time.
The long goodbye. Farts are funny, but frequent gas and bloating may be possible symptoms of colon cancer. So know the warning signs at any age and share this video with your friends and family. Find out more about the symptoms at keepfartsfunny.org. Together, let's keep farts funny.
Anyhow, see, I told you I'm very easily amused. I watched this and I just absolutely loved it. But seriously, though, I came across... Hold on, I'm back. I swear I'm back. I came across this very, very funny video essay that is called "The Fart is a Lonely Hunter," and it explores... Oh, see, now I'm sweating because of the of the laughing. This video, it's a video essay that explores the history of farts in movies and televisions, arguing that farts have been depicted in hieroglyphics. They've been depicted since prehistoric times. Thomas Edison made made movies about people farting. And then we enter the time in which film and television became a popular source of entertainment, and how farts pretty much disappeared from the cinema. And it wasn't until Mel Brooks did Blazing Saddles that farts did some sort of a comeback. Anyhow, if you find any of this interesting, I will share a link for you on the show notes today. And that's all the fart humor we're going to have today. I promise. Let me take a quick look at your comments, because because this is important. Farts are funny here at the House of Coffee and Headlines, and I just want to make sure that I'm not going to offend anybody if we have fart humor in another occasion. The link shows up next to the emojis. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to watch the video after I'm done, as I usually do, just to look for the link. Thank you very much, Julie. I appreciate that. The link popped up and then disappeared. Oh, then that might be a fun feature to use. Thank you very much. Paul, I hope you're having a great time with your mom. I learned, and I hope Paul doesn't mind if I say this, that Paul's mother, during the pandemic, has been writing a mystery novel. And who knew that Mrs. Paul was a writer, and Paul is now helping her edit this novel up north in out near Washington, D.C. But of course, Paul being away does not mean that there isn't a fabulous brunch going on at Hotel Mercurio today. If you're feeling hungry after the broadcast, that's a good place for you to be. Let's see what else. Yeah. You guys noticed the link. Oh, that's wonderful. I'll take a look at the link. Claude responds by saying "que pedo," which, as we know, it's like saying "what's up." It's a very common Spanish expression, although it can also be an expression that you use to incite violence. If you're having a problem with someone and you aggressively say to that person "que pedo," it's not the same thing as saying "how are you doing." It's like wanting to pick up a fight. Let's see. Farts are okay, sharts are not. Absolutely agree. This is all about wind, not about any other kind of content. It depends on whether you are the giver or the receiver, says James. I love it. Let's see what else do we have. I have a fart machine. It has a remote and a receiver. Oh my God, I have one of those too, Joe. And I'm reminded that I haven't used it in forever. Oh my God, thank you for reminding me of that. I should put batteries on mine. Let's see what else. Terry's just popping in from the golf course and we're farting. Jesus, I love it. I wake my friends with a speaker playing farts. Thank you for confessing that. I don't feel so lonely in the world anymore. That stunk, says Angelo. The cover-up is my favorite, guilty as sin. I use the cover-up rather frequently, or rather the cover-up takes me by surprise, because I think I'm just going to sneeze and then things happen. It's like you go, achoo, and all of a sudden there's more to that than just an achoo. My nose is running and it's all your fault. Let's see what else we have. Paco, you sound so funny. When you laugh, and it reminds me of Anderson Cooper on CNN when he laughs out of control. Well, I told you earlier, I am easily amused. Oh, that is so wonderful. There's a wonderful one-act play by Mexican playwright Thomas Urtuzastegui, written, I think, in the 1960s, called Huele a Gas. It's a parody of the upper class trying to get appearances. I have read that play. It is absolutely wonderful. And Tomás Urtuzastegui, Matthew, is the same playwright that wrote Princesas Desesperadas, which is a very popular play performed here in Puerto Vallarta by one of the local Spanish theater troupes. The play, for those of you that have not seen it, is about the life of four Disney princesses some 15 years after the fact that they got married and were supposed to be living happily ever after. Well, 15 years later, they get together and they're miserable, and we won't get into the whys. But the funny thing about Princesas Desesperadas is that locally it is performed by four guys who dress up as princesses from Disney. So that just adds an extra layer of humor. So, Matthew, if you haven't seen this, it is absolutely funny. I'm sure that if you Google that on YouTube, Princesas Desesperadas Puerto Vallarta, you'll find a bunch of clips. Let's see what else. My mom at 84 writing a novel a la Nancy Drew mystery novels. I think it's great, Paul. I think it's awesome. Let's see. Have you seen the ads for penis pastries on Facebook? Bad taste that tastes good? No, I have not. But I'm going to look for those. You are prohibited from bringing your fart machine to Hotel Mercurio, period. Okay, noted. No problem. I'll bring it to Bravos. I'll bring it to Siam Cuisine. No big whoop. Oh my God, that would be so rude. There is a reason why they call me Farturo. I love it. See, you guys are are more, you guys like farts. See, I don't know why you voted otherwise. Anyhow, moving on with the show. Oh my God, this took a lot longer than I thought it would. And we're still talking about farts. Let's move on. Jesus. In today's Sunday Funday, we also explore vacuum cleaners as a source of humor. Well, wait a second. Did I show you this? This is from that documentary that I told you about, and it's very funny. And I've already talked about it. But number 2, we explore vacuum cleaners as a source of humor. You have to watch this video in which Dame Judi Dench attacks Benedict Cumberbatch with a vacuum cleaner. It is absolutely hysterical, and it is part of a series of efforts from the UK to make people laugh, and I forget exactly what the whole thing is about, but in the video, well, you just have to watch it. It is very, very funny, and if you have watched this before, then you must watch it again. We also promised that today we would watch the oldest creature on Earth take a bath. That's right. On Saturday, March 19, 2016, a historic event took place in the grounds of Plantation House, St. Helena's Island, where Jonathan the Giant Turtle, the oldest known living land animal on Earth at an estimated age of 184 years of age, was washed by veterinary Dr. Joe Hollins for the first time. And I watched this video, and it is absolutely non-consequential or unconsequential, but it was absolutely beautiful. It was really, really good. I also promised you that we would learn obscure new adjectives in Spanish to shade your loved ones. How could we go through a Sunday Funday without learning new vocabulary? And I found this article on Matador Network, which is a beautiful website that has to do with travel, with cultural travel. And by cultural, I don't mean highbrow culture, but I mean to travel through the world with a sense of the local culture. It is a beautiful website. So this article is actually, I don't like the name of the article. The article says 15 Mexican insults that the rest of the world should adopt. And for me, the outtake, what I get from the article is just a collection of beautiful adjectives that can sometimes be insulting, but they're just precious words. We don't use that much in Spanish, but are just beautiful words. Like, for example, the first one, argüendero. Argüendero is a person that loves to meddle in other people's business and to be gossipy. or to make a big deal out of nothing. Um, Argüenderos, a person that is argüendero is usually associated with somebody that is older, but that's not necessarily the case. Facebook is plagued with people that are argüenderos, people that have nothing better to do than to be creating noise out of nothing. Um, Coscolino is a second word here. There it is. Coscolino is a beautiful word. It's usually a word that is applied to somebody that is always trying to gain the sexual favors of a person of the opposite sex or whatever floats your boat. So somebody that is the closest equivalent would be a dirty old man, but you don't have to be dirty uh, when you are being a coscolino. You can be actually playful and so forth and so on. The next word is traqueteado, and I love this word because that's the way I feel now that I'm in my 50s. Traqueteado is the word that you use for a person, an appliance, a piece of furniture that is just so old and creaky that that it's had its best years. So traqueteado is a beautiful, beautiful word. Then we have aguado. Aguado, this one I actually know a little bit of where this word comes from. This word comes from agua, which is water, and aguado literally means something that is watery or too diluted. If you put too much water in your coffee and your coffee tastes diluted, like it doesn't have enough substance, that's the meaning of the word, but the literal meaning rather. But the word is yes, Paul, have now officially become a coscolino. Yes, absolutely. Paul throws in that comment, and I'll come back to your comments, but that one just sort of popped at me. Anyhow, back to aguado. Aguado is the party pooper, is the person that doesn't ever want to go out, doesn't want to do anything. It's a person that falls asleep at meetings and wants to go home early. So that would be kind of me. I am aguado sometimes. I don't like to go out that late anymore, but that's just me. Fodongo. Fodongo is a beautiful word. Fodongo. It's not a popular, commonly used word, but it is a word. Oh my God, I'm a little fodongo, actually. It's a word that you use to describe someone who pays no mind to etiquette, or the way they dress, or the way they bathe or not bathe. Somebody that is filthy, not filthy, it's sloppy, maybe. That would be like the closest equivalent. Somebody that just doesn't pay a lot of attention to the way they look, that is always wearing flip flops, or that is wearing flip flops with socks on, things like that. That would be a person that is a fodongo. I am guilty of buying clothes of the same color. Like if I see a pair of shorts, I'll buy three that are just the same because it's less complicated. That's why if you see me walking around the street and you see, oh my God, he's wearing those khaki shorts again, it's not the same ones. I have like 5 pairs of them. See, that way I don't have to worry early in the morning about what I'm going to wear. Word number 6, mamon. Mamon. People tell me that I am mamon, and then they get to meet me and they realize that I am not. Mamon is someone that feels like their shit doesn't smell, that is on a higher echelon than everybody else. A person that is mamon is a person that is arrogant, arrogant. And I get that a lot. And I know that when I go out and meet people, I get so self-conscious of and insecure of meeting new people that sometimes I flick my own uppity switch without noticing. And I hear a lot of people that tell me, we thought you were really mamon, but then we got to meet you and stuff like that. So one of my challenges is that I come across as being this uppity asshole, and I know it and I own it, and I don't mean to be that way, but that's the way I was coded, I suppose. Chingaquedito. Oh, Chingaquedito is beautiful because Chingaquedito literally means somebody that it's annoying you constantly. Like when it drizzles, you're not really getting wet, but you are getting wet. A person that is a chingaquedito is someone that does not miss an opportunity to throw shade and to be annoying and bothersome, etc., etc. Let's see. Fufurufo. Fufurufo is a fufurufo is a person that, oh my God, we have so many fufurufos now that we are going through our political candidacies here in Puerto Vallarta. A fufurufo is a person that does not waste an opportunity to show people how capable he or she is to handle a situation. It's like, we can take care of this, we can take care of that. It's like, I am totally capable. That would be a fufurufo. And we have plenty of fufurufos right now trying to become the mayor of Puerto Vallarta, because they're promising all kinds of things. And, I can come here and do everything, then solve the problems of Puerto Vallarta like nobody else has ever done before, because they were not even trying. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, so that would be fufurufo. Malacopa. Oh, malacopa. We have a lot of those too. Some of us, and I think whenever I've drunk too much, I just sort of cuddle and fall asleep. But there are a lot of people that just become detestable human beings when they've had too much to drink. And that's what we call, that's why we call those people a mala copa. Mala copa is as opposed to a buena copa, meaning, a copa, which is a glass, literally a glass of wine or a drink, or a cocktail. If you take a cocktail, you become a bad thing. There is not such a thing as a buena copa as an expression, but mala copa is that friend we all have that just gets fugly when they drink too much. Chachalaco. Chachalaco is, according to this article, I've never used chachalaco in this way, but a person that is a chachalaco is a person that, a chachalaco is somebody that has been tipsy or drunk for a few days and continues to drink and drink and drink. And it is a relative of what we call the teporocho in Spanish, which is a person that just is constantly under the influence of alcohol. Mitotero. Mitotero. I love that word. Mitote is this. Now this is similar to the first word that we saw, which was, hold on just a second, the first word that we saw was argüendero. There's a subtle similarity between argüendero and mitotero, whereas argüendero is someone who is just making up gossip and just making something out of nothing. Mitotero is someone that just loves to be partying and being wild and crazy all the time. So it's not necessarily a bad thing, somebody that constantly wants to be partying. Farol, which actually a farol is kind of like a night light on the street. When you have like a street lamp, that would be an actual farol. But a person that is a farol is that person that brags about things that person does not even have. So this is another beautiful, beautiful word that you should know. Pichicato is a person that does not want to spend any money, will not let you use their telephone, will always be looking for ways to save money here, there, and everywhere. They say that about certain nationality, but we're not going to say which nationality because we don't want to generalize that way. And mafufo is a person that is just weird or erratic, and that's another beautiful word. And it is also used for those people who have had too much to smoke. And by smoke, I don't mean cigarettes. And pinche is not so much an insult on its own, but it is a word that you use as a combo. So you can add pinche to all these other words that I've shown you, and it just exaggerates the meaning of the person. So if you can be a pinche mafufo, or you can be a pinche pichicato, or a pinche farol, or a pinche mitotero, and so forth and so on, and you are just an even worse version of whatever that word happens to be. And that was my quick treaty of 15 gorgeous Spanish words that can be used to describe someone, and depending on the context, they may be an insult or not. I see a lot of comments here. Let me take a quick look at your comments. Let's see. Judi Dench would fit right into our cluster. I would like to believe so, Matthew. I would like to believe so. Let's see what else. Da-di-da-di-da-da. We saw that. I love that expression. Mucho pedo para cagar aguado. This is a very this is a very common expression that can be used to describe a person that is argüendero. You know, when you fart a lot, and then when you actually go to the bathroom, you don't have much to say, or what you have to say is just really really loose, if you catch my drift. That's a common expression that we say that we use. Or for example, an expression that we would use, an instance in which we would use mucho pedo para cagar aguado would be like it's one of these politicians that are promising all kinds of things for Puerto Vallarta, and 1 year later, they haven't delivered. Then we say mu tanto pedo para cagar aguado, for example. There are, in the verb fodonguear, yes, fodonguear is a great word. Fodonguear is something that when you deliberately want to be at home and just wearing your jammies, and you don't want to be doing anything because it's your day off, that's what you call fodonguear. Lots of comments. I'm glad that pinche COVID. Yes, pinche Paco. Thank you very much, Carlos. Te quiero. Carlos Bello, by the way, guys, has a beautiful massage place on Insurgentes, right? Half a block away from Encanto, and I've been meaning to, not Encanto, from Act 2 Entertainment. I've been meaning to go there so that he can take care of my back with his beautiful hands. But if you're looking for a good masseur, Carlos Bello is your man. Let me see what else we have. I think we are ready for my last link, the last promise that I told you I would share with you today, is that today we would find hope through song. And this is such an opposite place to be. We started with farts and we end with this. For those of you that don't know her, Ute Lemper has been a beautiful German singer, chanteuse, actress, and she's doing this beautiful performance today. And I'm sorry, the image is that dark. That's the way the image is being published. And what this is a series of concerts called Voices of Hope. And let me read you the description for this concert that is going to be premiered online for free later on today. And the description says, experience the inspiring courage of composers and poets who created music despite the horrors of the ghettos and concentration camps during the Holocaust. Acclaimed chanteuse and actress Ute Lemper, accompanied by an instrumental ensemble, performs songs of rebellion, hope, defiance, and life-affirming resilience, sung in Yiddish and German. These songs offer stark testimony to the best and worst in humanity. A little bit of context for this, and I know that this is a little sober for Sunday Funday, but it is not bad news. I actually think it's great news that there are people that are rescuing music, paintings, sculptures, works of art that in one way or another were silenced through the Holocaust, many created by people by Jewish people and Polish people, so forth and so on. And I think it is absolutely beautiful that through a very conscientious effort of rescue, a lot of historians are finding these works of music, songs, and paintings and sculptures and so forth and so on that were created by artists during that period. But of course, their work was silenced due to the circumstances. So I'm going to leave you with a link for you to enjoy this performance if that is your cup of tea. Of course, I don't understand German. My Yiddish is extremely, extremely basic. But just to know that that this music is being performed is absolutely beautiful. And of course, Uta Lemper has done a lot of music by the well-known composer Kurt Weill, who was one of the composers that left Germany during the Holocaust and came to pursue a career here in America. And that's pretty much what we have for today. Let me take a quick look at your final comments. I call a mean drunk a mean person with an excuse. That would, yeah, a mean drunk is definitely a mala copa, absolutely. Mitotero is very closely related to politicians and their campaigns. Yes, they say that they're going to all these promises that they make, they're going to deliver, and so forth and so on. Muchacho Borracho says, I am a pinche mafufo. I'll drink to that, but I'll drink coffee. Let's see what else we have. Oh my God, that is so deep. Before COVID, we used to cough to hide our farts. Now we fart to hide our cough. Oh my God, Mike, that is deep and very true. It's like every time I cough in public, I feel so self-conscious. It's horrible. Matthew says, I played with Ute back in the 90s. She's a class act all the way, very gracious and professional. I can attest to that. She once came to perform at Symphony Hall, and this was at Symphony Hall in Boston, sorry. And I was a volunteer at Boston Symphony Hall for many, many years. And in this particular concert, she was singing Kurt Weill music, and after her performance was over, she was performing with the Boston Symphony Orchestra. She was in the dressing room, and she was like, so where do we go next? And a group of us, ended up partying with her in her room in her hotel, and it was just one of those unexpected experiences that was absolutely wonderful. Lisa says, on my phone, there is a blue link icon at the bottom near the comments, and if you click on it, it has a foodie map. I can't wait to see that because I've never seen that in action. Anyhow, I think we've come to the end of Sunday Funday. I hope we delivered on the promises that we made today. I've learned about your take on fart humor. I will use it sparingly moving forward because I can see that some of you are extremely amused by it, others not so much. Anyhow, as I said earlier, today is Sunday, and tomorrow we can expect to see what Governor Alfaro has to say about our COVID numbers that are starting to reflect the outcome of our vacation period. We will see what that is about tomorrow morning. Angelo says it was a gas. Where is my boom boom? Let me find it. It was a gas. Thank you. That's it. Stay happy, stay calm, stay Sunday, have a great day, stay in touch, and come back soon. Be well.